Alright, so it's been a wild 48 hours in Fortnite. Just yesterday morning, we got ourselves the first teaser trailer for Chapter 7 Season 2, and it was amazing. One of the best reveal teasers I've ever seen in Fortnite in its history. So of course that got us all extremely hyped for the next season. It's just a week and a few days away. Absolutely incredible. And then later on that evening, we've got a prelude to a big announcement. They basically teased that they were going to announce something massive for Save the World. And in fact, they doubled down on that this morning. So they posted this little teaser trailer as well. So take a look at this real quick. So again, they're going to announce something probably very shortly about Save the World. Most people are assuming it's going to be free to play, which is what they promised way back in 2017. So while we're all anticipating this huge announcement about Save the World, they casually and low-key snuck in a tweet on Twitter from the official Fortnite status Twitter account. And boy, oh boy, did it change things for the worse. So let me just read you this tweet that they put out. Here's what it said, and then they put a blog post with it. So I'll break everything down because there's a lot to take in. So this is what the text said. V-Bucks prices are increasing on March 19th. Here's the full breakdown of what's changing and when. Okay, so already it doesn't sound good. On March 19th, let me just see when that is. That would be not this Thursday, but next Thursday. So we're safe for at least 9 more days. Now, before I show you that blog, let's just go to the V-Bucks tab right here in game. These are the current prices. So for $9, you get 1,000 V-Bucks. For $23, you get 2,800 V-Bucks. $37, you get 5,000 V-Bucks. And the biggest one is for $90, you get 13,500 V-Bucks. So it's been like that for a while now, a few years. But let's go into the blog post so I can read you everything that's taking place. So here's how they start the blog. The cost of running Fortnite has gone up a lot, and we're raising prices to help pay the bills. Here's what's changing starting March 19th. I can't believe they put that. They make so much money. I just can't even fathom that they're running out of money to run the game. It just doesn't seem like it makes sense. But I'm not their accountant. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Apparently, they're losing money somehow. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. So then they put this table, and it says V-Bucks pack tiers. And it shows the current prices and how much you did get. So I already covered this. You can see the first 2 columns show exactly how it is right now. $8.99 for 1,000 V-Bucks. So even though they say they're raising the prices of V-Bucks, they're not actually doing that. So you can see what they're doing. It says under the new column how many V-Bucks you actually get now. So for the same price, $8.99, instead of getting 1,000 V-Bucks, you're only going to get 800. So you're losing 200 V-Bucks for the same price. For $23, instead of getting 2,800 V-Bucks, you're now going to get 2,400. So same price, but you're losing 400 V-Bucks. For $37, instead of getting 5,000 V-Bucks, you're now going to get 4,500 V-Bucks. So you're losing out on 500 V-Bucks. For $90, instead of getting 13,500, you're getting 12,500. So you're losing out on 1,000 there. So before, it looks like you would pay pretty much 50 cents for 50 V-Bucks. And now the new price is $1 for 50 V-Bucks. So they essentially did double the price of the V-Bucks. Now they also have this column over here that says with Epic Rewards. And it looks like you can get some pretty decent returns here. So for the $8.99 pack, you get $1.79 back. For the $23 pack, you get $4.59. For the $37 pack, you get $7.39. And for the $90 pack, you get $18 back? There's no way. Let me read the fine print on that. It says you get 20% back in Epic Rewards on purchases in Fortnite, Fall Guys, and Rocket League when they are made through the Epic Games Store or Epic's payment system across PC, iOS, Android, and web, including the purchase of V-Bucks. That credit can be used in Fortnite, other Epic games, or on the Epic Games Store when you check out with Epic's payment system. Okay, so that's a silver lining there. I mean, I didn't even realize that you got that much back. $18 back for a $90 pack. What does that actually come to? I can't math in my head. So $89.99 minus $17.99 is $72. So the real question here is, has it always been like that? Because if it hasn't, and this is new, then that's a pretty good change. The drawback being you don't actually get that money. It's just credits towards more purchases from Fortnite or anything on the Epic Games Store. But still, that's a lot of money back. If you buy that $90 pack and you get $18 off, that's pretty good. So I've never bought V-Bucks via the Epic Games Store or Epic's payment system. So someone will have to let me know, has it always been like that or not? And if it has, were those always the real prices that you got back, or did they up these? Which would be good, remember, that's a plus here. So again, even though it doesn't look like they're actually raising prices, and instead they're just reducing how many V-Bucks you get, you can see the exact amount cost. Again, it used to be 50 cents for 50 V-Bucks, now it's $1 for 50 V-Bucks. So essentially they did raise the prices. So if all that doesn't sound bad enough, there's more. So check out these Battle Pass updates. It says the Battle Pass will now cost 800 V-Bucks and award 800 V-Bucks for completing it. Previously, it cost 1,000 V-Bucks, and you could earn 1,000 V-Bucks plus 500 in the bonus rewards. Okay, so again, there's a good part to this, and there's a not so good part to this. The good part, they lowered the cost of the Battle Pass by 200 V-Bucks. That's pretty good. It used to be 1,000, now it's 800. The bad part, you used to be able to earn 1,500 V-Bucks for free. Now you only get 800 V-Bucks for free. And for most people, that is going to make them rage beyond belief. A lot of people banked on those free V-Bucks. They almost cut the amount that you can get by 50%. Not quite 50%, but almost. So yes, the Battle Pass is cheaper now by 200 V-Bucks, but at the same time, you're losing out on 700 free V-Bucks just by completing the pass, which is crazy. Now the good news is if you buy a Battle Pass for 800, obviously you're going to earn 800 V-Bucks back, which is enough to buy the next Battle Pass for quote free. So at least they left that aspect in. So buy the Battle Pass one time, and you can get every other Battle Pass for free for the rest of your life. Unless they change the prices again. Okay, so here's another good part to all these changes. The next section says V-Buck cost for OG, music, Lego passes, starting with their next pass. So the OG pass will now cost 800 V-Bucks, previously 1,000, so that's a good change. The music pass will cost 1,200 V-Bucks, previously 1,400. Likewise, the Lego pass will cost 1,200, previously 1,400. So all three of those things are good. As far as I remember, there's no V-Bucks in any of those passes, so that's a straight buff. Cheaper for every single battle pass, the OG, the music, and the Lego. No drawbacks there. Then they had to go hit us with this one. This is the dumbest one yet. Some Fortnite crew updates. And it says the V-Bucks grant in Fortnite crew will change from 1,000 to 800 V-Bucks. Fortnite crew subscribers will receive an email with the timing and other details of this update in their region. So they nerfed the amount of V-Bucks you get back in the crew. I think that's going to cause a lot of people to cancel their crew. I know it's not that much, 200 V-Bucks, but still, that's a slap in the face. Unless they add more things to the crew, which I hope they would to compensate for this Mickey Mouse bull squash. Why would they take away 200 V-Bucks from the crew? That's crazy. I've already seen people start canceling their crews because of this. But again, from the broader picture, 200 V-Bucks isn't that much, but it all adds up, and again, I still think it's a slap in the face. Why would they do that? So then they put a little frequently asked questions tab down here. There's only 3 questions, but the first one says, will I earn enough V-Bucks in the Battle Pass to get the next one? And I think I already covered this, but it says, yes, you can earn 800 V-Bucks when completing the Battle Pass, which is enough to get the next one. There are no longer V-Bucks in the bonus rewards of the pass. So yeah, we already covered that. If you buy a Battle Pass for 800 V-Bucks, you will get 800 V-Bucks back, which can let you buy the next one, and that's an infinite cycle as long as you don't spend those V-Bucks on anything else. The drawback being, you used to be able to get 1,500 V-Bucks back, which means you could still get the Battle Pass and have enough to buy something else. Now you can't do that. You have to be extremely stingy with your V-Bucks if you want to continue the free method. Then it says, will the cost of the Battle Bundle, which is the Battle Pass plus 25 levels, change? And it says, yes, the Battle Bundle cost will lower from 2,800 to 2,600 V-Bucks. The Battle Bundle gives you the Battle Pass and the first 25 levels unlocked instantly. So, I mean, I guess that's good. That's 200 V-Bucks off now. And then it says, will existing V-Bucks gift cards still redeem at their printed values? And the answer is yes. Okay, so again, that's a lot to take in. It looks like a general nerf across the board, but there are some redeeming factors here. Again, all the Battle Passes are cheaper. And maybe the amount that you get back from your epic rewards is new. Again, I don't know. Someone will have to let me know about that. There's an asterisk next to that at the moment. But there's also a lot we don't know. What about the prices of skins and accessories in the item shop? Due to these changes, will they go down? Or will they stay the same? Or will they go up? If they go down in price, that would be amazing. That would pretty much counteract all these changes. But I can't see them doing it. I cannot see them lowering the cost of skins and backblings and pickaxes and kicks and sidekicks. There's no way. But if they were to increase the prices of those, holy smokes, would people riot. I don't know what they're going to do. They didn't mention anything about pre-existing costs in the item shop, so I have no idea. Now also, and I'm holding out hope that this is true, these changes could be due to Save the World being free. Imagine if they did this. Since Save the World presumably is going to be free, what if they made V-Bucks free to earn in Save the World for everyone? Maybe, just maybe, that's why they're making all these dumb changes, because you'll be able to earn more V-Bucks in Save the World for free, and everyone can do it. That would be ideal. That would be the only scenario I can see where these changes make sense. Otherwise, it's just horrible. And I already see people getting furious. I mean, every time Fortnite posts now, there's just, revert these changes, revert these changes. Well, they're not even live yet. Keep that in mind, so they can't revert anything because they're not live. But at the start of this video, I mentioned that they posted another Save the World teaser, and every reply that I saw is about the V-Bucks change. So people are furious, and rightfully so. This is out of nowhere. I mean, we got hyped up for Season 2. Everything's looking great. Fortnite's back. They're cooking. And then they hit us with this change. Talk about sweeping the rug from under our feet. Holy smokes. I just can't fathom why these changes are being made in the first place. But again, I don't know the logistics behind their income and everything that they've got going on behind the scenes. Maybe the collabs they're doing are costing too much, in which case, dial back on the collabs. Maybe they're putting too much money into creative. I know creative map people make millions upon millions of dollars. Maybe that's causing this. I don't know. They didn't actually specify what the rising costs were from and why they felt the need to do this. I don't know. So lots and lots of changes. Again, these don't take place until March 19th. But I think I broke everything down here and I elaborated on everything thoroughly. If you still have questions, let me know in the comments and I'll try to answer. But man, what a crazy, crazy announcement to make. Not the announcement we were looking forward to, that's for sure. So there you go. That's all there is to it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. A like is always appreciated. And now more than ever, please consider using my Support-A-Creator code, which is tabortime.